go. Up and running, I believe. Let's get the chat going. Morning, Kind. Hey, Brandon, Joel, welcome back, buddy. Hey, Penn State, not seen you for a couple of weeks. How you getting on? Hey, Monique, Unique, good morning to you. Watching a couple of things, nothing really major has jumped out. Setup this morning so far. So big earnings day today. A lot of earnings today. So we've got in terms of earnings, we've got Tesla this evening. That's probably one of the big ones. But before that happens, this morning we've got Wipro, used to be a partner that I used to work with in a previous life. We've got Morgan Stanley dropping earnings this morning, as are Citizens Bank, NASDAQ themselves, Procter & Gamble. I'm long term on Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble is up 2% as a result of their earnings this morning already. Abbott Laboratories. So Abbott's got earnings this morning. There's a whole bunch got earnings this morning. Then this evening we've got some big names, likes of Tesla, Netflix, SAP, Equifax. So it's a big day for earnings. Yeah, we should see quite a bit of movement on the back of that. Well, absolutely. You've got to pay the bills. If trading ain't paying the bills, you need to do the 9 to 5 until you save up enough to pay the bills, and then get back into trading that way. Have you thought about? Hey, Spears, have you thought about swing trading, Penn State? Good afternoon, Alistair. Morning, Neil. Morning, Khan. Good to see you all back. Make sure you've smashed that thumbs up button as you join. It's all I will pester you for. Breaking new highs on Spirit Airlines. It's not enough volume to get in. I looked at this and I thought, it's a decent catalyst. It's not enough volume to get in on it though. I mean, this candle is like 2,000 shares. It's just moved up, what? A low of 10 cents, 12 cents, whatever. Hey, Benz. Not much moving really. We'll just keep an eye on the scanners, just to see if what else might move. Aldera Therapeutics and Ardelyx, one letter in the symbol difference, but they've both been moving today. I think Ardelyx is still up quite a bit, 15% on the day. It's ranging sideways at the moment across the VWAP, so I want to see this above 420 before I would be interested in trading it. Tupperware keeps popping up. Hey Alberto, good to see you, buddy. Hey Vegas, how you doing? Good evening from me and good morning to you. And good morning to you as well, Dennis. Tupperware. Again, not a lot of volume. And that's what we're missing today is volume. Maybe everyone's saving it for the earnings. And Procter & Gamble popped up on earnings. Procter & Gamble, I'm in long term on Procter, so I'm not too worried about this. Hey Virgo, how are you getting on? Did you manage to get, I didn't see you in the Discord, did you manage to get your access sorted out there, Virgo? Vitalix and Aldera Therapeutics are the two top momentum stocks, one moving up, one moving down. One's below $2, so I'm not touching it. One's just below 4 from watching it. Need a good day today. Had a good day on Monday, very poor day yesterday, and so I need a good day today. I need to get back to that 7-figure number on my net for the year. What are you doing? Is that new? Probably. I can't. I know. Okay. Not now. Yes. Yes. Hey, dude, you'll make it back. Just be patient. There's boredom trades are lethal. They can be lethal. Sometimes they work out, but more often than not, they don't. So boredom trades, very rarely are they part of your trading mentality, part of your trading strategy, part of your trading setup. So just be disciplined enough to wait. There's nothing setting up at the moment. There's quite a bit of movement, but nothing really with good momentum or volume for that matter. So keep an eye out. Abbott, ABT. I don't like to trade earnings pre-market. I prefer to trade earnings after hours because for whatever reason you tend to get bigger moves. Although saying that, Abbott moved nice and moved really nice at 7 o'clock this morning. So what time did that pump up go? The volume was just terrible. It meant so Abbott went from just under $93 to $94.50 on 1,200 shares of volume, and that's why I don't like trading earnings pre-market. You can't take a trade on that. I think the best thing to do with that one is trade some kind of complex options play, a straddle maybe, or something. You play the options. You buy the options play before close of business yesterday, and then you'll be in profit of some description today. And it doesn't really matter which way it goes. If you get a stock that you know it's going to move a few percentage points, you've got a good chance of making money on it. Hey Ricky. So that's where I like to trade options is on earnings. I might actually trade Tesla options. The last time I did that, I just took a straight flat call with a couple of three contracts with Tesla. About this time last year, I think it was earnings last year, and they ended up expiring worthless. So I didn't cash in when I was in the money. Peloton. That's in the top 3 now. We've got Peloton here. Am I doing options today? I may buy some options later before I go to bed. The thing is with options, I tend to swing with options and maybe take a Tesla straddle, just kind of a long bias, call bias straddle, so that if it doesn't go my way, I think Tesla will probably move up, but if it doesn't tomorrow, at least I'll break even, and that's probably the best way of doing options, because Tesla or Netflix. Tesla and Netflix tend to move they tend to be quite volatile on earnings, and Tesla's been volatile over the last couple of weeks, so I think it could be worth sticking around for. Are we getting any volume with Spirit Airlines? Not really. Range of 10 cents. It has moved up quite a bit today. Now, what, 14% up on the day, so it's getting in the range, in the area that I would say, yeah, might be worth a look. Needs more volume though. Consistent volume. The volume is just inconsistent at the moment. So we might get some good volume for Spirit after the bell, when the bell rings in what, 50 minutes. Not a lot else moving right now, so Spirit's probably the top momentum stock for the upside right now. And that's one of the best volume candles I've seen today. We get consistently over 20,000 shares, then it becomes an option. Up until that point, probably not. Bloody mosquito tried to bite my nose. I went round with the fly spray earlier as well. I don't know where he's come from. Probably a sheep. Not that I'm being misogynistic, it's just statistical chance is that mosquito is a sheep. We're just sitting on our hands at the moment, guys. What are you watching? Let's have a look at the market, shall we? Not got a lot happening, so let's take a quick look at the overall market. So the S&P 500, let's take a look at the SPY, which tracks the S&P 500. For those of you new to the channel, I'm sorry if you're a regular, I say this every time, it probably gets a bit tedious. But if you're new to the channel, the SPY, SPY, it's the State Street Spider S&P 500 ETF. So it's an electronic trading fund which tracks the S&P 500. And it's about a tenth the price of the SPX, the S&P 500 fund. So it's an ETF from State Street that it's a good barometer to, is this market, the S&P 500 is a good barometer to the overall market. So is the market moving up or down? Now it was down quite a bit yesterday, and then it rallied and finished. It actually was a green candle day, finished slightly down on the previous day's closing price, but only slightly. Only ever, no, it's actually slightly up, I think. Let's have a quick double check on that one. So yesterday we closed at 436 and 2 cents. And the day before we closed at 436 and 4 cents. So slightly down, 2 cents down. So pretty much even on the two days close. If you look at this on the daily, we're upwards momentum. There was a green candle yesterday after opening lower, gapping down. We're actually looking like we're gapping down again, but I'd like to see an upward swing and momentum to the upside. I think what we'll find is that there are a lot more S&P stock now starting to print their earnings. As I mentioned, Netflix, Tesla, Abbott, etc., etc. Quite a few today. So that can have an absolute knock-on effect to the overall market, both in terms of the NASDAQ 100 and the S&P 500. So watch this space, and hopefully the markets will have a buoyant day. And we might see after hours, that depending on how Tesla and some of the related stocks that move in sympathy with Tesla go, that we'll get either a rally or a dip after hours. Probably a rally, I think. That's just me. I'm just a bit bullish today on Tesla, and I think we'll probably see, you know, a good earnings print on them. Yesterday, I traded a bit yesterday. I managed to make some back. I managed to get to a point where I was about just over 9,000 in the red, and then I gave some back. So that was just me, like, oh, okay, I'm done, because it was at one stage I think I was about 23k down. Then I went to about 9,000 down. And I finished 15 down, so I gave some back. And as soon as I started giving it back, I thought, do you know what? There's opportunity here. There's volatility, but I'm just not. I wasn't on. I don't know what it was about. I just wasn't on my game yesterday. So it was a 15k losing day. So we've got a significant drawdown to recover from. Let's have a look. What's my drawdown on October? Just under 25k. I need 25k to get back to the highs. I need 23k to. Yeah, 23k to get back into the green numbers on October. So at the moment we're losing in October. So it's a red month at the moment. We've got a week and a half to put that right. We were break even going into the final week of August, if you recall. Final week of August we were break even on August, and we finished August. I was about 70k or whatever it was. So we ended up with a good final week in August. So like, all's not lost. We're down, but we're not out. Made some money on NKTX yesterday. Hold it in the Discord. This is the daily. Hold it in the Discord. It went as it broke $2. I got in for $2 and I rode it up to, I think it was about $2.50. I made some money on that one yesterday. I might have got a bit higher than that, but it went all the way up to almost $4 because I gave some back. If you look at this on the 1 minute chart, I'll show you exactly where. What happened yesterday with this. So I was able to trade this. It went above $2. Moving up, I was able to get in on this breakout here. Rode it up, got some really good moves on this. Gave some back on that one. Made that back there. Missed the next pump and got in. Faked out up here and it pulled back on me, and I lost some there. So I got in here for break of new highs and lost again there. So that's when I decided to call it quits. This was after 1 o'clock in the morning for me, but I thought, you know what, it's just not right. So I got to about 9,700 in the red, and then I gave back another 6. So it was like finished 15.5 down on the day. So. Look, after being 10k up pre-market, to finish 15.5k down was a bit of a kick in the proverbials. So yeah, it happens. You just got to be disciplined. I wasn't. Morning, Robin. Yeah, well, I believe so. If I didn't believe I could, Alistair, I wouldn't be doing it. You know, if I didn't believe I could pull that 25k back before the end of the month, I wouldn't believe that. I just give up. I've got enough in my long-term portfolio now that I could actually cover my cost of living here quite comfortably. So I'm under no pressure to keep trading. So you know, but I believe I can, and I do want to set up the future as well. Hey, Tyne, how are you getting on? You having a good day so far? Hey, Eunice. Good afternoon to you, buddy. It's weird. It's weird trading at this time for me because when I started these live sessions, I was based in Dublin in Ireland, so it was in the afternoon. Now the market opens in the morning, so it's currently 8:51 in the morning with the market, but it's after lunchtime, after midday, so it's early afternoon in Ireland and in Europe. And I'm trading here at 10 to 9, 8:51 p.m. So I've got all of the various time zones knocking on right now. So it's a bit weird whether I say good morning, good evening, good night, good day, good whatever, or I should just say hello, I guess. This has got a current high of day of 333. See, it's marked up with this blue dash line here. Hey, Stone Cold. Well, it's not a green day yet, dude, but it's not a red day either, so we're just waiting. I did a finish up yesterday, Flip Jug. I was just going through that as it happens. It's I finished 15.5k down on the day. So I managed to get under 10k in losses and then gave some back. I was just going through on NKTX actually, and gave some back. So I thought that's enough's enough. I was just not at the races yesterday. And some days it'd be like that. Some days I would have absolutely gone at something like NKTX. If you look at this on the 15-minute, it'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So yesterday this went up quite a bit. So if I'd have been feeling right with it, I would have rolled that away. As it broke $2 is where I got in there, and I rolled that up, but then it went all the way up to 4. So I could have made a killing on that if I'd been on my game. I should have made a killing on that if I'd been on my game. But I ended up giving quite a bit back. So look, it is what it is, and unfortunately, red day. You've got to take it on the chin. You can't avoid them. You just want to minimise them and have less red than you do green. And it's nice to put a nice green winning streak together. I didn't manage to do that. I was red on Friday, green on Monday, Read this yesterday, so pretty much I wiped out all my gains on Monday and a little bit besides. But that's trading. You've got to understand that you're going to lose, and being able to take that as part of the course. You've got to take that, and if you can't, it's a nice little descending pattern here. So if you can't take the fact and accept the fact that you're going to make losses, you may as well not trade. That's close enough. Yeah, it was. So if we're talking about Tempest yesterday, it was up 200%. But if we're talking about NKTX yesterday, I mean NKTX was up even more. It went up to well, just shy of $4, $3.95. It opened on the day just under 150. So that was up over 100% as well. Excuse me. About 160%. So, but Tempest had a big day yesterday. Which one was it that I traded that was up in the morning? It wasn't Tempest, was it? Ended up 10k up and then gave it all back. iSpark. SPRC. Oh yes, iSpark. Yeah, so iSpark yesterday. There's no way I should have been. I should have quit when I was 10k up when it was up here, pre-market, and that was what 200% at the peak. I should have quit then. Coulda, woulda, coulda. Hey Jason, how you doing, buddy? There was a nice pop there as well. I think you watched me trade that badly. That was iSpark. So, Spirit Airlines, just waiting for some decent volume to come in. Bit risky trying to trade this at the moment with poor volume, trying to get fills. Problem is, if you take a reasonable sized position on a stock with poor liquidity, you're going to have bigger spreads, but you're going to get a lot of slippage as well. Hey, buy the dip. So just a quick reminder, dude. Tang, Robin, Han, Ricky, Jason, Neith, everybody else, smash that thumbs up button. If you're watching on the old tickety-tockety, you just give the quick finger drum roll on your screen. Give it a dozen or so taps. Let's get the like count up on TikTok. I need to start posting more on TikTok and do some shorts on YouTube and scheduling the lives. You know, I'm getting like 10, 15, 20 people watching on TikTok now, whereas 18 months ago, I was getting 200, 300 people watching on TikTok on my lives. I don't know what's going on. I've got them shadow banned or something. I don't know what's going on there. I'm getting more people coming to the YouTube, but seems that the YouTube stream is more active now than TikTok was. Oh, is. Tesla earnings will be after hours, so you'll get the usually Tesla is about 5 p.m. between 4:30 and 5 p.m. Occasionally they'll drop straight after the bell, so you need to be waiting for it. But usually Netflix should be straight after the bell. Usually about 10 minutes after the bell. So with Netflix, I can see Netflix selling off. I can see Netflix dropping poor earnings, but I could be wrong. So Netflix is this evening as well as Tesla. So Tesla's about 5 p.m. Let's have a look at Viking. VKTX. Viking Therapeutics. No volume. I just popped up. Well, it went red, then just popped up. No bite. This is what you've got to look at the overall pattern, which is why if you look at the scan that I've got here, you can see the cursor here. But Viking is at the top. It's up 4.5%, but over the last 15, it's only moved 3%. It's actually moved down over the longer time period. So it's actually it's pulling back over the longer time period, the hourly and half an hour charts. So ideally, you want something like Spirit, which is up 15%, and it's over all the time periods are green. So you've got momentum being displayed there. You've got upwards momentum being displayed there by Spirit. Just the lack of volume. Tesla earrings. I wonder if they'd sell. I mean, let's face it, Tesla's becoming the new Apple, isn't it? It's becoming a bit like, cult following. Breaks 20, I'm just going to take 1,000 shares. When 20 is the higher day, but if it gets over 20, let's see. I don't want to risk it because of the low volume. Got a nice bit of volume to break 20 there, though. That's a reasonable volume candle. What? 29,000 shares on that last candle on the minute. Five-day 2010. What are you guys watching? What regards to the market? What do you think? What do you think it'll do today? Let me know in the comments in the chat. Let me know your thoughts. Is it going to be a bullish day today? We're going to be starting from a handicap, so we're starting down on the day. We've got 25 minutes before the open. We're going to be starting slightly down on the day. Currently, the S&P 500 is down 0.42%, 4/10. The NASDAQ 100 is down 0.6. Dow Jones down 0.25%. The Russell Index 0.2% down. All the markets are down. All the indices are down. But the question is, will they finish that way? Yesterday, quite a big rally after being down and a pullback at the open. Quite a big rally to go green on the day yesterday. And then it pulled back a little bit and finished. It was like there was 2 cents between Monday's close and yesterday's close on the S&P 500 on the SPY. So yeah. Can I look at TGL? Just give me a second. I'll look at it on the small screen here. Well, so TGL, it's 54 cents. It popped up there at 8 o'clock, and it's just consolidating right now. It's below the VWAP, so it needs to get back above kind of 64, 65. Yeah, 63. So it needs to get over 63 cents again. So TGL, low price, it's literal penny stock. You know me, Jason. I don't like trading anything under $2. Certainly not below a dollar. But if you like these penny stocks, I don't know what that initial pump was here. But it did retrace. It held a lot of its gains. Found kind of that $0.50 area, and then got rejected just above it. So it's just consolidating around that $0.50 area at the moment. Watching AIDX, it's below $4. I wanted to see it above $4. Ardelyx, I'm watching that as well there by the dip. It's below the VWAP, but it's below $4. If it gets back over $4 in the VWAP, then I think that might have a chance of popping at the open. But it needs to be back above the VWAP for sure. Yeah, my sweet spot's between 5 and 25 Stone Cold. Although earnings season, I like to trade the larger caps on earnings season. You get it's the only time I'll use kind of max full leverage is on the mega caps. You know, the Teslas, the Nvidias, and the likes, Microsoft. On earnings, you tend to find, although I did get some good one on some of the mid caps, the likes of Roku and the likes. So these $25, $30, $35 stocks can be quite profitable, particularly around earnings time. You can get what, $5, $10 moves. But yeah, in terms of this year, we had some big moves on to the downside. Massive drop on the bid when the ask didn't move. So between the spreads at the minute on this, I scaled into 2,500. $20.39 is the high of day. Not at the minute. I've noticed that the spreads in the range, 14 cents on the range. It's fluctuating. It's 4 cents on the spread right now, but it dropped quite considerably. Come on, don't be daft. Let me out. You've got to be careful with this one because the liquidity is not great on it, which is why the spreads are kind of choppy. If you've not got a lot of people trading it, look at the level 2, for example. It's like there's no real depth to the level 2. So you end up with a lot of slippage if you're in for a decent sized position. It's okay getting in and scaling in because you actually, if you're buying the ask, you're pushing the price up, but it's getting out that can be a problem. You get a lot of slippage. I'll just hold the 1,000 for now. Not a lot else moving. This is the top momentum stock above $2. Oh, Ardalex, 388. Below the VWAP. So I want to see it above the VWAP. Biggest mover above $2 on the day. Not much else at all, regardless of $2 or not. Spirit Airlines. Yeah, Flip Jug. You're just a fat guy that watches the internet. I'm a fat guy on the internet, so you know. What do we know? It's quite extended on the 5 minutes, so just be careful here. Just leaving a couple of shares in there, but I'm feeling it is quite extended on the 5. So if you start to break new lows here, I think I'll just cut it. Could break out, in which case I'll just hold it. I'm in at 2021, so if I can get over $21 on this, I'll start scaling back in, because I think if we get over $21, we might see some. If I can get some good volume on it, I think we'll probably get a pullback before the open. We're breaking new highs again. I think we will get a pullback or even a drop at the open. But if this does start to motor with some good volume, why not? The range is now 20 cents. Spreads are between 7 and 9 cents. 3 cents. So fake outs on earnings news. No, I wouldn't say that you get fake outs on earnings news. What you do tend to happen as the earnings drop, you tend to get what's known as a liquidity grab. So let's say positive earnings numbers are coming out. You'll get a drop in price and then a shoot up to the upside. It happens a lot, and people get in either going short, they're either going long because the earnings are coming out positive, and then they get stopped out on the liquidity grab, or they'll go in, they'll see the actions is actually selling off, so they'll jump in short, and then when it bounces back up, they get stopped out on the way back up. So there's a lot of that shenanigans goes on with the market makers on earnings. So you just got to be careful with that initial liquidity grab. Wait till you get the confirmation of which direction it's going to go. You're never going to get the full move, but if you get a big portion of the move, you know it's going to pull back big. With volatility, it's going to pull back quite a bit and then move up. It's worth taking the risk with that sometimes. So I suppose you could call that a fake out. It's more of, I call it more of a liquidity grab than a fake out. How's the NASDAQ looking? It's looking weak at the moment. The NASDAQ, the S&P 500 is down 0.64%, so nearly 2/3%. But we were down about this much yesterday, and I said we'd rally, and we did, and we finished pretty much break even on the day. It went green and then pulled back into the close, finished pretty much break even. So that was the yesterday, and I think we're probably going to be. The market's probably going to be doing a similar thing today. That's just my opinion. I think the big news is going to be after hours because NASDAQ is heavily influenced by the likes of Nvidia and Tesla and Microsoft. So I think with the earnings coming out this evening, I think you'll see some big moves on the NASDAQ after hours. But I think we'll probably have an upwards direction day after the bell. We might see a little bit of a drop and then a move up. We'll see. Like I say, if we get over 21, I might start scaling back in if it's looking bullish. We've got just over 12 and a half minutes to the market opens. If you're planning on trading earnings, you do need to have out of hours trading enabled by your broker. So if you're with a broker that doesn't permit out of hours trading, you're not going to be able to trade earnings. The only way you're going to be able to trade earnings without a broker is by buying and hoping for the best. Buying or selling, depending on which way you go. If you trade options, calls or puts. Depending on which way you think it's going to go before the close, and then if you're in the money when the market opens the next day, happy days, take some profits. And which is why you want to be, you never quite know how the market's going to react to earnings because you don't know what tends to happen with earnings, and it can negate earnings as well. So let's just say Tesla puts in tonight. Puts in really good earnings numbers, record earnings and all this kind of stuff. But then Elon gets on the conference call an hour later and starts, talking about, poor outlook. We've got excessive demand on parts that they're waiting for. So we're actually, lowering our outlook and our forecast. That can actually have a negative impact on the earnings, which would have rallied on the print. And then the conference call will get it to retrace. So you never quite know fully what's going to happen with the conference call as well as the earnings. Likewise, the opposite can be true. They can have poor earnings, but then on the conference call, they might say the reason we've had poor earnings, why it was a bit of sales miss, is because we've got all these sales in the pipeline. We just didn't close them in time. They'll be closed in the next month, and we're now outlooking and forecasting to have a record month for Q4 or whatever quarter they're coming into, and that can make the earnings rally even after it's sold off. So, you know. Good stuff, Flip Doug. You probably went in with bigger size than me. That's a tough one with this volume. There's this liquidity. So 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes to the bell, guys. Tempest back over the VWAP 660s. S&P 500 attacking the VWAP now. Abbott Labs, $95. Abbott Labs, Procter & Gamble pulling back a little bit from its highs on their earnings print. So that's me out of this one, out of this trade. That's not a bad start to the day. 800 bucks on that one. A very conservative trade for me. It's just about getting green, get to gold, get out today, I think. If I can have a 15k day, make back yesterday's losses, great. But I'm not swinging for the fences today. I'm just going to concentrate on the basics. Eleventh Health, that's moved all the way up to 485, so that's a $20 move, almost. A big move. I mean, yeah, it's a $400 stock, but it's a big move. 4% when you're a $400 stock. That's a big move. Is it earnings? They got earnings today. Conference call in progress. Yeah, earnings but released before the market was open. So yeah, mixed earnings, but it looks like guidance is $1.48 dividend. EPS is greater than 33 prior to the guidance of 32. So yeah, the earnings per share is good. EPS beat, sales beat. So it's better than expected Q3 earnings. That's Eleventh Health. That's why it's moving up so much. So a $400 stock, in fact, nearly $500 now. To move $4 is well, $20. Sorry, to move 4%, move $20 or 4%. That's a big move. Hey, what? Hey, Jorge. Did you hear about the dyslexic pimp? He bought a warehouse. There you go. Well, nice one, Ed. As long as you're making money. As long as you're making money. I'm getting decent volume now as well, which is coming up to the open. I'm waiting for that re-break of 21. Not a lot else moving at the moment, guys. So there's quite a bit of earnings happening today. So the larger cap stocks are printing earnings today. May have an effect on the overall market depending on the general way those go, which includes Tesla, Netflix, Abbott Laboratories we were just talking about, Procter & Gamble. Quite a few have earnings today. Someone just bought 6,500 shares at 2090. And again, that's a strange lot size to be buying, 6,500. 5,000, 2,500, 7,500. I can get behind all that, but 6,500 makes no sense. It's 2,000 gone through there at 2090 as well, but it just seems like a strange lot size, 6,500. Well, the numbers don't suggest that warehouse, but you know, I mean, we've only got what 80 viewers at the moment. So I know John London's probably got a couple of hundred viewers on his channel at the moment. I know Ross isn't trading anymore. Matt Causes gets literally thousands. I don't know why, but he's a funny guy. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it's at $4 now. Over the VWAP at $4. This could be interesting. Ardelyx. Can we test $4 for support? This might gap and go. This could be a gap and go candidate. I don't know. I think it's a number of things, but I know he was suffering a lot with he was getting quite stressed out. He was suffering a lot of anxiety. I think he's just taking a bit of a step back. He probably will come back again, but he did a video about how he was suffering from burnout and the likes, which you can get to you. I mean, look, I'm trying not to, which is why I've cut back. When I was in Dublin, I was doing a lot of video editing and stuff. I was like, what am I doing this for? It's not like I'm getting paid for these YouTube videos or anything. So Ross, who would be getting paid off his YouTube channel just because of the size of it, would have probably felt obligated to do a lot of that stuff. I mean, he's got a lot of people that do it anyway for him. He's got a whole team. But I know he was suffering a lot of burnout. So maybe he's just taking a step back. I don't know. Or maybe it's just to get more people to sign up to his classroom so that you can actually watch. He still trades live, but it's not for free. You have to sign up to his classroom. Yeah, there's quite a bit trading here around the $4 area. We're into the last minute of the pre-market, so I'm going to change the scanners over to the regular session, and we'll see what kicks in 45 seconds when the bell rings. For whom the bell tolls. So we're green. We need to stay green. Get to goal ideally. Yeah, let's get that set. We've got 30 seconds. I need three likes. So hit that thumbs up button. 3 of you, of the 30 odd of you that haven't hit the thumbs up button, 3 of you hit that thumbs up button before the bell. We've got 15 seconds. So let's get that like count up over 50. Come on, guys. Do it. You know you want it. Do it now. 80 of you watching, and only less than 50 have hit the like button. Missed the deadline, but still, let's get over that like. Let's get over that 50 likes anyway. He did get in trouble with the SEC. He had to pay. He got fined by the SEC. Stone Cold. But I think that was more to do with, you know, his you know, I don't know. I would have to look into it in more detail. It's none of my business, so. Oh, like kittens then. Which way are you going? Being conservative today. That's a good start. Good start to the day. $0.20 stop. Will I get stopped out? Probably. It's a 37-cent range, so I'm probably going to get stopped out before I get profitable. Well, I'm already made profit on it, so okay. Spreads are like between 5 and 10 cents. I got stopped out there, so we're making inroads. Tempest. Oh, what are you doing to me again? Hey, Fuzzy. No worries, Alberto. You can stick around and spectate if you want. Looks bigger than, because the scale on the side is not. It looks bigger than it actually is on Tempest. 20 cents on me. New lows. First candle breaks a new low, you get out. You can bounce. Alright. Now back to Spirit. 21.75 might be interesting. Went up to 21.90 there. Tempest about to go green on the day. Up 7. We're going to bounce at 21. Tempest, it makes everybody cringe, I think. Volatility in the spreads as well with Tempest, always has been this week. So whilst they're a penny apart, not sustaining that penny spread. All about the dip, good stuff. Just put my stop just below the VWAP. And it hit it. It's typical. Watch it bounce now. Can't short it either. That's just typical. What's moving other than Tempest? MNY. No, I can't. Absolutely not. Super League Gaming? Yeah, no. Need volume. Bank of America. That's up quite a bit. I don't like trading these mega caps up here with it so thickly traded on the level 2. Bank of America's up. I think it's Bank of America earnings as well today. That should have an effect on the overall market. Looking for something to move, so harder licks, maybe a dip and rip, possibly. Like I say, over $4. It needs to be over $4 ideally. Certainly over the VWAP. Yeah, size spot, pop and drop. Bit like Tempest. Pretty much identical to Tempest with the pop and drop. Tupperware. Yeah, I'm not keen on Tupperware with a 3-cent range. Not volatile enough for me to. Suncar. Just moved 20% in the last 15 from a negative position. And I'm not seeing any company specific news. Not great volume. So yeah, probably not something I'm really interested in trying to trade. Spirit Airlines back over 21, maybe. Daily resistance at 22.41. Yeah, but 22.40, 22.50, that kind of area. Never really got there. Ardalex not quite curling back up. So I'm just waiting for something to show itself with a decent amount of volume. Yeah, Carl, you're probably the best doing that. Couldn't care less, Hassan. We're not doing Forex on this channel. I couldn't care less what the US and the Aussie dollar is. Got an increase in volume then, and for that break of 21, I thought we were going to get, you know, the break of that pre-market high. Let's see what happens. Nice bit of upwards momentum here. Higher lows. Yeah, Robin. If you know, keep your powder dry. Wait for the right setup. Right, you didn't get the memo, Hassan. Anybody that comes on the TikTok stream and asks about gold gets timeout. Gets a timeout. Not interested. Nice one, Vegas. Well, anybody, you know, reach out to me directly if you want my setup, hotkeys, hot buttons, etc. They're Vegas. Why would you trade those penny stocks though, Robin? I know, well, some people like it, I guess. Firms up. Firm holdings. Yeah, well, it's like I say, it's got to get over the VWAP and hold. It's got to hold over the VWAP. Ardalex for me, not done that at all. 20 cents. Rejected at the pre-market high there. Ish. Shorts, probably. Take a quick look for you. MNTS is moving. Para Zero dropping. And Para Zero seems to be, I don't know if it's shortable or not. Well, it needs to get over the VWAP first, and then $4. So there's a lot of obstacles in its way to get over 417 there by the dip. ARDX, that is Ardelyx. It's currently at 385. The high discount of 380. Ardelyx. So Ardelyx testing the view up right now, up at 389, 380, late 380s. I'm not quite at the view up on Spirit Air Systems. This can back over 21, back over the pre-market high. This will probably go up to 2150 at least. Markets are not great this week. They're so far super chip. I'm kind of looking forward to trading Netflix this evening and possibly Tesla. When I finish this stream, I'll take a nap and then come back at like 3:30 or something like that. I've looked till 4:30 watching football yesterday, so what's the difference? I'll trade the earners this evening, I think. See what I can get from it. Netflix first, and then Tesla, I think. Well, I've kind of looked at the 15-minute opening range, and then I looked at the 2-minute double bottom, 5-minute double bottom. We'll see. Needs to get back over that pre-market high. If it can get to the $0.50, we'll all be sitting pretty. Get over a view up and the whole dollar first. Not got a lot of volume, comparatively speaking. We'll see. Depends on what I'm feeling like. Hey Bobby, good luck, buddy. I hope it breaks and goes up to 22. Goes up to 21.82 right now. That's the halt level, and then gaps up $3. That's what I hope it does for you, buddy. That's what I hope it does for me. Previous 5-minute candle high 21.21, so I want to see it break 21.21. $21.10, $21.13 on the ask. 21.21 is that previous candle high on the 5-minute. We just opened a new candle, so we're looking for 21.14. $21.15 should break that 21.21 this time. It's 21.19, 21.20. Take a third off. Lock in a little bit there. See if we can recover some. We should get 2150. Double bottom. Breakout, maybe. Nobody goes broke taking profits. I will scale back in if we break new highs. Like now. I've no idea what platform are you using there, Vegas? I've no idea why. Who's your broker? Interactive, or Interactive or TD? So clearly I'm on DAS and it's I've got permission, so well, it's I suppose strictly speaking, this is Traders Elite Pro as opposed to Dash Trader. It is Dash Trader, but it's white labeled. So, whereas if you're through CMEG, if you've got Speed Trader, they've white labeled it themselves as well. But if you're with TD or IBKR, it is actually DAS. Feed is from DAS itself. That's a bit strange. Which package did you subscribe to on the sim? Which data package? Have you got the total view? Which package did you subscribe up to? Was it the deluxe or was it the standard? Oh, if it's a trial, you should get the full. Am I missing anything? Trading this crap. ACXP, low volume. Not great volume. Kirk's pharmaceutical. Is it going to go now? And we get the breakout already. 2150 was the target. 32, 33, 36, 30, 36, 2140, 2150 was the target. I'm just going to take some off there. And we get that 2150 target. No. I'm going to put a 10-cent trailing stop on there now. So 2135 is the lowest I'm going to go on this. 2150 is what I wanted. We'll see. Still a chance. This candle 2147. There's 2148. Target was 2150. Oh, nice little bit of green on the tape, I guess. We need Tempest to come good, or something else to come good, because there we go, stopped out. So 1500 bucks. Green on that next, so 3.5k down. We'll get green today. Keeping a piece for the whole dollar. Yeah, well, if it gets over 2150, I can get back in. But I was thought, you know, I'll lock in the profits. Nobody goes broke locking in profits. Okay, well, you're in, I think you're in the Discord anyway, so you just get the config files from the Discord. My config files. I've got my desktop and the hotkey files and all that kind of stuff on the desktop. I'll let it pull back. $0.50 is going to be here, I think. Just closed out another 5-minute candle. Going smaller size. Those candle breaks will all get out. Or if you want me to email it directly to you, Vegas, just send me an email and I'll respond to the email with the files in a zip format. $0.50 proving troublesome. I'm getting antsy in my chair. Well, we got the $0.50 we were looking for, that's for sure. This can make a new high, which is at that $0.50 level. Full flag type setup on the 1 and 2. Choppy days like this, choppy stocks like this, hard to trade, very hard to trade. $21 to do that. Previous resistance, let's look for it for support. Bend that far. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking myself. That's a line in the sand. Seco 25% up on the day. $1.38. I'm not messing with that stuff. But yeah, straw web, go for it, buddy. Good luck with it if you're trading at that level. Good luck for it. I just well, I just can't get in. I can't win on anything at the minute. Did well on Monday. I'm breaking 5-minute lows. I don't like that. Even if we drew out this one to this one, still not great. I'm echoing. Hey Andrew. I want to see it back up there testing the $half really, but yeah, but if it keeps tapping that 2110, that support will dry up, trust me. There's not a lot on the level 2 that I'm seeing at 2110. No. I can see two $500 orders. Got way below it. Pretty much the same as yesterday, Radko. Having a bad month. A clean week last week. A terrible week. The first week of October was terrible. And so far we're red on this week. Oh, it threw up a wick there up to 2139. Didn't go up there though. To close out this candle. $0.02 on the ask. A minute. Just for break even. Oh, it was. No worries, by the dip. Good to see you green again, buddy. $half again. Come on. That wasn't worth the risk, to be fair. Unless this takes off. Just take half of that. And get out of here, could be green on the day. Nice recovery. Alright, I'll just leave that in there with the 20-cent trailing stop. And we get over, and we push to 22. Are you still in it, Bobby? Keeping a piece for the whole dollar, you said. Did you keep it? To be fair, I risked way too much on that. I was about 4K down, I think. Whatever it was. Yeah, it's probably stopped me out now. I'll get at least another 1,500 out of this, so I should be green on the day with this. There's your 22. Nice, nice, nice. Stop time. Takes me green on the day. Not bad from 8K, 8K down to profitable again now. New high of day as well, by the way. That was, so 22.09 is the new high of day. Back over 22, possibly. Otherwise, it's not been easy to trade. But that double bottom, so let's just put this into context here. Where I got in here, I got in at the top of this move here. It broke the VWAP. I added to the position. It started to make a move back up again. Didn't take profits here. I should have done. It pulled all the way back. I looked at the 15-minute. We didn't break up the 15-minute opening low. So I thought, okay, double bottom. So I looked at the double bottom, and that's where I started to add to the position there. Took some profits and then got back in. Up here, pulled all the way back. It didn't break below this. It didn't break below that. So bounced on the VWAP. Took more risk than I really should have, but the technicals played out. Looking at the P&L was the worst thing I could have done then. The technicals played out. No, it lost me 1,000 there, Robin. I had a 20-cent trailing stop, 5,000 shares. It lost me 1,000. It didn't lose me. I left $1,000 on the table. I'm looking for something else to trade right now. This HLP, I'm going to break $2. Only group. Yeah, I don't like it. The volume's inconsistent. So if it breaks $2, I might have another look at it. Spirit Airlines is testing $2, 22 again. So this might just be a bull flag. No IPOs today. Tomorrow and Friday are the IPO days. We've got big earnings after hours today. I gave it 20 cents for my entry, put my stop in place. You're taking pre-market into account. Yeah, I mean it's a stretch. I would say it's a stretch there, Daniel. But yeah, I can see where you're going with that one. It is a bit of a stretch if you're taking pre-market into account. I would say possibly cup and handle since the open, and you're looking for a breakout. So I've got the stop in place there. I don't mind. So look at this. Draw a quick trend line from the top here. That's one argument that you want to have there. Breakout above that line, you've got, there's your cut, and this is your panhandle. This is your handle. So if you break out above 390, 393 possibly, but it's struggling at the VWAP. It's just ranging across the VWAP sideways. So I wouldn't get too excited about Ardalux at the moment. It doesn't look like it's got the strength to break out. Well, look, the reason I entered there on the 1 minute is we had this nice run move up, then the pullback. Next candle made a new high on the 1 minute. So as I got in there, that was the new high. It was a higher high. So we got successive red candles pulling back. First green candle makes a new high. That was that one. That's why I got in. But I wasn't convinced, which is why I put the stop in straight away. Yeah, I'm looking at a retest, and it was I did get also with that new high of high. I did, if you look, I got increasing volume as well. So those things are what I'm looking for: increased volume, a higher high, and looking for a breakout. It didn't come, so that's why I put the stop in place. We still may get it, but I do want an increasing volume if it's testing 22. Probably get stopped out on this. Not too bothered. I did get stopped out, so not too bothered. Still green. Look, if it ain't broke, I ain't fixing it. But yeah, now we might be getting a breakout on Ardalux. Got flat top there at 391. So realistically, I would say I'd wait for the break of $4 again, or even the break of the session high, which is 398. But you could get a breakout here if it breaks this line here, kind of cup and handle breakout. What's the news at 7:30? Hudson. 7:30. What? 7:30 a.m. 7:30 p.m. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Sorry, buddy. $398 is the high of day, so I'd probably wait for the break of $4. But like I say, cup and handle breakout, the measuring stick is the depth of the cup. So 40 cents ish. Low of that 63. High of that 404. Yeah, so 40 cents on the breakout. So try and get 425, 430. Ah, yeah, I've seen this one before. It's Falcons Beyond. Low volume, huge moves, massive spreads. The range is $1.50. We've seen this kind of move before. If you trade it, you're gambling. It's that simple. Excuse me. It's okay to trade, but you've got to do it on lower volume, on lower size. And if you get lucky, you can get a candle. Maybe go in with like 500 shares or something. And if it moves up, you get a nice gap up, then you can start scaling in with the cushion. But also make sure you get your stops in place when it's halting. The range, so when I'm talking about the range, there's a couple of different things that range could be applied to, but if I'm talking about what the range is versus what the spread is, I'm talking about the average true range. So the average true range, I've got an indicator here which tells me the average true range here is $1.5250, $1.52.5, which basically means over the last 14 candles, the average range between the high and low of the candle is $1.52. So that's what the range is. It's a measure of volatility. The ATR is worth that plotting somewhere on your chart because it's a measure of volatility on that time frame. I've got the ATR on the 5-minute time frame, and because we're going through a lot of 5-minute halts, it's very similar. It's $1.66. Now this should resume in about, if it's a 5-minute halt, it should resume in about 45 seconds. Well, you can set it for whatever you want, Josh. I've got it set to 14 because I'm looking for current volatility. So that's why I've got it set to 14. I don't want to know what was happening 15 minutes ago. I want to know what's happening now. So that's why I've got it set to 14. What's the news at 10:30? Let's have a look, shall we? Gasoline inventories. Hudson. Oh, gasoline inventories. There's a big gap down, straight into, well, not quite into an up halt, but the spreads are $2. $2. $2 spreads. 2160 to 20. Yeah, so the spreads are massive, guys. The range might be $1.80, but when you're getting $2 on the spreads, you can't. You need the range covering, but at least 2x of the spread. And it's going to halt it up again and then gap up probably this time. It gapped down last time. So just to put that into context here, so it halted at 25.30. It resumed at 22. So that's a $3.30 gap down on that resumption. Where do I get my major news from? Benzinga, Hudson. If you go into my profile, so click on my face on TikTok, go into my profile, there's a link there. It says Linktree, the TikTok trailer. Okay, Linktree/TikTok trailer. Click that, and there's a link for Benzinga. And if I think it's something like if you see, I use Benzinga to find stocks to trade, etc. So you click that, try it out for 14 days for free. You don't even need a credit card number or anything like that. Just go in there, get your email set up, fill in your form, your name and email, etc. And then check it out for free for 14 days. I do have a tutorial for Benzinga, which is going to be posted on YouTube shortly from a couple of days ago. But yeah, check that out. And if you do like it, don't pay full price. There's a discount code for Benzinga there, exclusive to my viewers. Day trade with Tony 35, so DTWT 35, and I'll get you 35% off whichever package you want to go for. I recommend the essential package. If you go for a longer subscription period, you pay like annually. You get almost 50% off the price that way. You can do monthly, quarterly, or annually. I went annually. You can write it off against tax. If you're trading or you're self-employed, you can write it off against tax anyway. So it's just another expense you can write off. But you can pay less. You know, you don't have to pay the full price by using that discount code. Yeah, absolutely, Cast. So this is looking at resuming at 26, which is not a bit, when you consider that the spreads were like $2, as much as $2, over $2. This is halted at 25.71. It looks like it's gapping up to 26.15. So it's not a big gap up, but you may get continuation on it. I'm not touching it. It's too risky. The month and the week that I'm having, it's too risky. Yeah, you can't. The volumes, I mean, you're talking what, 10,000 shares a minute. It's just, it's not, definitely not worth the risk. Ardalux, what we were looking at before, we never did get that breakout yet. There is still kind of up and handle. If you look at this on the higher time frame now, 5-minute cup and handle. Now we're looking at that break of 398. It's got to get over 398. Breaks over 398, you might get the breakout. Otherwise, 5-minute time frame. Still a 5-minute cup and handle here. But I would still wait for $4 personally, because 398, you've got to get the hold. Quarter, half, and whole dollars are very psychological levels in particular at this kind of level. So don't dismiss them as support and resistance levels, because you will get people. You see me, I'm getting in for the break of $4, or I'm selling it if it breaks $4, and a lot of people think in that arbitrary way. Some people are looking to the penny and saying, "Oh, I've seen resistance at 397 or 3." If I see resistance at 397, that's a whole dollar resistance to me, because you know you've got to take in the spreads as well. Whatever. Let's have a look at HARP. Hey, Black Eagle. Yeah, so let me know, are you guys going to be trading after hours today? Are you going to be watching Netflix and Tesla, for example, that have post-market earnings? SAP, EPG. Let's have a look. What's got earnings this evening? So Monarch Casino Resorts, no, I'm not interested. Las Vegas, no, not interested. Zions Bank, no. Tesla. So we've got Tesla, we've got SAP, Netflix, Equifax. Steel Dynamics might be interesting, probably not. PPG. So yeah, I'll probably just watch SAP, Tesla, and Netflix after hours today. So it means me waking up very early to have a look at that. Let me know, are you planning on trading the earnings this evening? $27 resumption I've got on my imbalance. Elvis. Oh yeah, so yeah, 27. So 35, it's a 10-minute halt anyway. Hey, well, there you go all day. Well, do you know what? I might buy some. I might do a straddle on Tesla. I might do a double contract straddle on Tesla. Just see what because I think it's going to move. I just don't know which way yet. I think it's going to move up. But if I do a straddle, I'll probably cover the cost of one or the other. We'll see. In fact, I'll have a look at interactive now, and oh, she's got my phone for me to log in. Let's see. Yeah, I'll log in later when she brings my phone back. I've got a better camera on my phone, so she's busy taking photos on my camera. Ah, who's the pimp? Oh, real pimping today. PMVP. PMV Pharmaceutical. PMVP. Yeah. Oh, we finally got that breakout. Ardlux. Nobody in the chat bothered to tell me. Ah. Yeah, still not convinced with this one. I mean, we're looking at an ATR less than 4 cents. So, is it really that volatile? I mean, we're getting a breakout now. So, let's see. Good volume coming in. Almost 10 cents. If you got in for the break of this descending resistance, you'd have been up, what, 15, 16 cents? You'd have to hold through that consolidation, which would have been a pain in the hole. I have to say, it's not a very profitable day today yet. What did Tempest do? Oh, it never did anything. Like pop and drop, and it's continuing to sell. So that's Tempest. Faraday making moves to the upside now, just gone green on the day. Halted again. Oh no, resumption halt. Halt. This is mad. $31.08 is the halt level. We already saw 35 on the ask then. The spreads on that though, $2 spreads. $2.50 on the range, but $2 spreads, man. Dollar at the moment. Just over $1 on the spread. $1.09 on the spread. And now it's $2. $2 on the spread. Just madness. Absolute madness. Who's brave enough to take a position on this? I do have experience trading some of these, but not when I'm only 20. Not when I'm having a red month, red week, and I've got 266 in realized gains. I normally would trade something like this when I've got a nice cushion. If I'm like 150k up on the month, then I'll take one of these, no problem, and I'll go in with reasonable size. I'll take like 500 shares or 1,000 shares, and then maybe even scale in. But there's no way I'm taking this and making my own even worse. Yeah, can you imagine? Yeah, I saw 35 on the ads. Imagine getting in and getting filled at 35, then it pulls back and halts downwards at 27. No, you're all right. I have traded these kind of moves, but it's just the risk is too much. It's okay, like I say, it's okay. It's a gamble play, and if you're prepared to lose what you put into it, so if I put 1,000 shares in there, I'll be prepared to lose what 15k or something like that. That's okay, because it could drop from 30 to 15 in an instant. So you don't want to be going in with 2,500, 5,000 shares, something like that. This is ridiculous. $4 spreads at one point. I know, I saw it. Currently 250. They are fun to watch. They are fun to watch, and you're kind of thinking, okay, well, where would I have got in if I was trading it? And there's honestly nowhere. I can't see anywhere any entries. Maybe $25. So this gap up, the move back up, pull down here to the VWAP, then $25 here. Maybe that would have been an interesting one to get in at. But the break of $25, a key level, into a halt, then gapped up, still be in it now. That's probably the only possible entry I can see with this at the moment. 3309 is now the halt level. Is it moving on FOMO? FOMO from what? Falcons Beyond. I don't know why it's moving. I mean, it's not got great volume. I mean, there's only 210,000. Not even hitting my scanners because there's only 210,000 shares, 215,000 shares been traded. So the volume's not great at all. Wednesday, I'm seeing a whole bunch of SEC forms. Form correspondence, form upload. What kind of form is it? PDF. Active stake, beneficial ownership. That's all I'm seeing on it. I'm not seeing anything. There's no specific news catalyst. It's just one of those dodgy, low volume, high volatility stocks. Falcons Beyond Global. I don't even know what they do. Falcons Beyond Global is a company providing a full range of theme park design, master planning, and an experiential technology for customers in entertainment attraction industries through its Falcons Creative Group reportable segment, and develops and co-owns resorts and theme parks and attractions through its destinations operations. So Falcons Creation Group, PDP, Sierra Pharma, and destination operations. Really? In today's global political climate? Yeah, this looks like it's gonna halt. Oh, another false halt. Halt level 3428. No, I'm not touching it. It is interesting with the lack of anything else. SARSI seems to be moving. Yeah, it's just not on volume. We need something moving on volume. Not seeing anything moving at the moment. But BYD looks like, oh, I'm getting fed. I was wondering why my belly was rumbling. I'm hungry. Oh. Oh no, that's okay. Have you eaten? Okay. Enough. There's enough. Hi, sweetie. Come here, you have a taste. Alexa, it's good to see you. There you are. There's you. See you. You go to Mama. You can take that. That's the beautiful Marley and her mother. She's Pappy's girl, big time, spoiled. Yeah, I'm talking. Unless the spread's narrowed by at least $1.50, I'm not interested in that. But good luck, guys. Let's see. Anything moving? Nothing. This is dinner. Like an idiot trying to eat it too hot. XCP, let's have a look. I mean ACXP. ACXP. Oh, you had me wondering what was going on. Was it halted? Yeah, it's halted. $36 resumption right now, but that could change. 37 I've got on the imbalance. 37.75, 37.50. So it's moving up. Probably will resume around 38, I reckon. But good luck to you guys. If you're trading that, good luck. Spirit Aero Systems, we got out at the right time, I guess. At the top here. I might have to wait for earnings to make some money today. No, I don't. I could take a look at it, but I don't trade ETF. They're a derivative, you know. I mean, this one is semiconductor. It's if you look at the NASDAQ industry, so semiconductor sector is semiconductor. It's a 3x bear. It's got the semiconductor sector and it is the inverse. So it's short in the semiconductor sector and it gives 3 times leverage. So that's why that is. Yeah, so ACXP. Yeah, lacks volume. Excuse me eating, guys. I didn't so much skip dinner as we had a late lunch. We were out shopping. She does like to do that. Likelihood of this hitting 40, I think very high. Right now, $37 resumption. I think we'll probably get maybe even 45 on that before a hard flush. And when it flushes, it's going to flush hard. It's going to gap down probably $4 or $5 at a time. Let's just have a quick look at the daily and what you've got to be careful about on this one. And I want to look at the hourly. If you look at the last time it moved up big, pre-market on the 6th, it went up to $40, and it pulled all the way back down again to what 20. It lost $10 in that first half an hour of the month, and then it sold off hard and finished what, $25 down. So be careful, because this probably will sell. Hard to borrow. You're not going to be able to short it because it's hard to borrow. So yeah, you have to pay for locates. I should resume in the next 20. I'll watch, see where this resumes. It looks like it's going to be $37. Starving here. I'll take a look at SASI in a minute. SASI top mover right now. I just want to see this resumption, and then we'll move over to SASI. Sigma additives. 40.68 is the halt level to the upside, so it could still get there. What I think, if this halts down, it's going to gap down heavily. There's a false halt. If it does get to the next halt level, it's over $40. $38.40, $38.55. I saw a halt level at $40. Not changed. $39.85. What's going on with these halt levels? They're all over the place. It's $40. It was $40 on the ask for a second. $40 on halting on the ask. It looks like 40 on the resumption. This is just absolute madness. And you know, all of us are sat here thinking, why didn't I take this when it broke out? Why didn't I take this down at 20 or 30 or whatever it is? Why didn't I take this at 33? And the answer is because it would be mad to do so. $100, I suppose you wouldn't be risking that much. I know you did, Carl. 10,000 shares, no leverage, so not taking 10,000 shares, that's for sure. Couple of thousand I could have taken. Could have been the best tasting chicken curry I've had all day. Ready for that. That'll fuel me. Ah, good stuff, Ian. Good luck to you. Looks like a $40 resumption, so it's quite a big size, but I hope it works out for you, buddy. So this will resume at 11:06. We'll come back to that. See, what's the market doing? Well, it's kind of flat sideways, really. No. Market's not doing anything, really. Two-thirds down. It was a half a percentage point earlier. Might rally. Still might rally. We've been selling off since lunchtime yesterday, overall. Yeah, just not enough momentum on this one. Yeah, I think this is probably going to you probably get $45 if you hold it long enough. So you might get 5k out of this. 500 shares at 38, and you know, you between 3 and 5k, something like that. It certainly is. That is my email address. You can email me. You can reach out to me directly. I didn't know you could see that on TikTok. You can certainly see it on the YouTube. Are you watching YouTube as well, Eunice? Yeah, SPR. I'm still watching SPR. It's at the VWAP. It's pulled back all the way to the VWAP. Spirit Airlines. If it gets, we'll see what happens. Down at 21. 410 being tested with ARDX. Absolutely, if you hold it long enough. Let's have a look. Should resume anytime now. In the next 5 seconds, if it's a 5-minute hold. There we go. Pretty much level. Straight into another halt to the upside. There's 44. Well, we're all telling Ian he was crazy, but fair play to you, buddy. $38.70. It's now 44. That's a good $6 move. $3 grand. Happy days. I hope you managed to get some kind of stop loss in there, $1 stop loss or something, trailing stop loss. Look, we've got people in charge of the fiscal policy that haven't a clue about money. That's what it is. That's the problem with government, is they put people in political office, they put people in power positions that have nothing to do, no idea about that powerful office. So they don't have soldiers in charge of the military. They don't have teachers in charge of education. They don't have doctors in charge of health. No, it's all politicians that haven't got a Scooby-Doo what we're talking about. Well, I don't know about it halting down now. Al, it looks like it's level resumption, but it probably will pull back. If you've not got a stop in right now, yeah, there you go. If you've got a stop in place, great. Or if you've stopped out, that's fine. But it looks like it's 44. This might be the last time it moves up, or it could just pull back into a downwards halt. Well done, Ian. I certainly look at this on the 5 minute. I certainly would not be chasing this. It's way too extended. Way too extended. You don't watch my stream very often, do you, all day? Fun times. Fun times. This isn't going you don't think this is parabolic, Robin? Look at it on the 5 minute. If that's not parabolic, I don't know what is. You know, you've got this move up. That's a parabolic move. This closed out at $12.25 yesterday. It was $12.25 yesterday on the 12. So it's already parabolic. That's $32 move. It's got a gap down heavy though right now. So you did. The 200 is down 1642. Neat. So 1642 is a 200 on the 1 minute. Yeah, this is going to gap down heavy. I've got $35 resumption, which is here. I've got a resumption down here, which is basically $35 in about a minute's time. You might get a bounce though. Still not interested in trading it. I'm waiting for something else to pop up. This is going to get quite a bit of cause quite a bit of distraction. So I don't want to miss a good move. I probably will lock up the stream and lock in a small green day for now up until and then come back for earnings later. 10-minute halt, yeah, probably. We'll find out in 10 seconds. Oh, less than 5 seconds. Yeah, there you go. 10-minute halt. That was quite a fast move. So it's looking even worse. It's looking even worse though. It was 35, now it's 33. And that's why you don't want to be kind of chasing these. If you're getting in, you want to be getting in with a nice cushion on your day or a nice cushion on your month that you can actually you're playing with the house's money. You don't want to be taking a position like I am right now when I'm red on the month and making it worse by gambling with a stock like this. Let's have a look at SASI. Yeah, SASI's broke $5 again up there. Got some decent volume coming in on the last couple of candles. 100,000 on that last candle. Not so much on this one. Yeah, it's I got a good fill here. Nice. Average 542. I want to see it over 550. I thought we were going to move up into a halt. 571 is now the halt level. Break of $5 was the right entry on this one, so I'm way off. Yeah, why don't you take the bid with you when you move up like that? There you go. Keep going. Well, that wasn't very helpful. Any idea why what's in a halt? Come on, take the bid up there with you. Yeah, so halts happen with volatility. If a stock price moves a certain percentage in a certain time frame, depending on what time of day it is, then the SEC will halt trading on it to cool down the momentum of that particular stock movement. Yeah, it's an extra $600. That was I don't like this. Sadly, the spreads there were just horrible. Well, I have to make some profit. I have to cover the cost of the trading, Robin. Let's have a look at resumption on this one. So we get a resumption in about a minute. It's halted to the upside now. It's going to gap down to $26, just under $26. So I've got $25.95 on the $25.90 and dropping on the imbalance. So it's $26 now. So it looks like we've got like 30 seconds to resumption. So I'm just keep it on this, keep this on the screen with a big gap down. Looking at $26 resumption, which is a massive gap down. Always, Robin, always. Well, 15-minute halt at the least. Let's go back to SASI. Well, direct at the top, pretty much. Of that move. Yeah, I can't do anything with that. That is just a horrible chart. Let's have a look at Spirit trying to squeeze back up again. Yeah, well, I'm going to actually have to take a nap, guys. I'll be back on the Discord. But if you're in the Day Trade with Tony community, I'll be in the Discord, and then we'll see how I'm feeling for earnings later. It's going to be 4 a.m. Close is it 4 a.m. for me? So if I'm getting up at 4 a.m., I want to be feeling right for it. Yeah, I'll be locking the stream down. I'll be in the Discord. If you're not in the Day Trade with Tony community, then there's two ways to get into the Day Trade with Tony community. If you're on YouTube, you can become a member on YouTube, and one of the member perks there is access to the Discord amongst private videos and private streams. Or you can join the education program and complete the education program. You get access to the Discord and private community as part of that education program as well, along with my entire trading ebook trading library, or ebook trading library, amongst other things. So if you want to know how to do all that, just check out the links in the description. Check out the link tree if you're watching on TikTok or Twitch. And I will see you same time tomorrow if I'm not streaming for Power Hour. If you've not subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if I do go live for the after hours trading today for Tesla, Netflix, etc., then you'll get notified if I'm going live then. Okay, so make sure Cast, well done. See, there you go. Welcome to the community, Cast. So Cast just joined, and I'll see you in the Discord later. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow if I don't see you for Tesla, Netflix, and SAP earnings later. In the meantime, stay green. I'm green now, so I'm staying green. It'd be nice to get to gold, but there's nothing really jumping out saying trade me. Even though Spirit it made a little bit move. If it gets back over 2150, I might be interested, but we'll see what kind of volume it does it on. In the meantime, I'll see you tomorrow 8:30, an hour before the market opens. Don't forget, mark it in your calendars, and I will hope to see you there. Take it easy, guys.